Imagine a world where every interaction is a delicate dance, a symphony of human connection. Each note is a gesture of kindness, each melody an expression of understanding. In this world, empathy and forgiveness are the twin pillars that uphold our relationships, creating a harmony that heals wounds and fosters deeper, more meaningful connections. To fully appreciate the impact of empathy and forgiveness, let us first explore their significance in human history. Throughout the ages, these virtues have been celebrated and revered across cultures. From ancient philosophies to modern psychology, empathy and forgiveness have been recognized as essential components of a fulfilling life. Empathy, the ability to feel and understand another's emotions, is often described as walking in someone else's shoes. It goes beyond mere sympathy, which is feeling sorry for someone's pain, to actually experiencing their emotions as if they were our own. This profound connection bridges the gap between individuals, fostering compassion and understanding. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is the act of letting go of past grievances. It is not about condoning or forgetting the wrongs done to us, but about releasing the hold that these negative emotions have on our lives. Forgiveness is a journey that leads to healing and inner peace, allowing us to move forward with our lives. Consider the story of Nelson Mandela, who, after spending 27 years in prison, emerged not with bitterness, but with a message of reconciliation and forgiveness. His empathy for his oppressors and his ability to forgive them played a crucial role in healing the wounds of apartheid in South Africa. Mandela's story is a testament to the transformative power of empathy and forgiveness. In contrast, history is also filled with examples of what happens when empathy and forgiveness are absent. Conflicts, both personal and global, often arise from a lack of understanding and an unwillingness to forgive. The world wars, civil rights struggles, and countless personal vendettas highlight the destructive power of resentment and the healing potential of empathy and forgiveness. As we navigate our own lives, we encounter moments of pain, betrayal, and misunderstanding. These moments offer us a choice: to hold on to the hurt or to embrace the transformative power of forgiveness. But forgiveness is not an isolated act, it is a process deeply rooted in empathy. When we understand and share the feelings of others, we unlock the potential to forgive and move forward. This episode delves into the profound role of empathy in the process of forgiveness, exploring how it shapes our emotional landscape and guides us toward inner peace. We will examine empathy from various perspectives, including psychological, philosophical, and cultural angles. Through real-life stories, practical exercises, and expert insights, we will uncover the deep connection between empathy and forgiveness. Let us begin this journey by understanding empathy in its various forms and exploring how it can be cultivated and applied in our daily lives. By the end of this exploration, we will see how empathy not only facilitates forgiveness but also transforms our relationships and enriches our lives. Understanding empathy. Empathy is more than just understanding someone's pain. It is feeling it as if it were our own. This profound connection bridges the gap between individuals, fostering compassion and understanding. Empathy comes in various forms, each contributing uniquely to the process of forgiveness. Cognitive empathy involves understanding another person's perspective or mental state. It allows us to see the world through their eyes, grasping their thoughts and feelings. This type of empathy is crucial in forgiveness because it helps us rationalize the actions and emotions of others. By understanding the underlying reasons for their behavior, we can begin to let go of our grievances. Emotional empathy involves directly feeling the emotions of another person. When someone is sad, we feel sadness. When they are joyful, we share in their joy. Emotional empathy creates a visceral connection that softens our hearts. It allows us to experience the pain we may have caused or the suffering of the person who wronged us, paving the way for genuine forgiveness. Compassionate empathy, also known as empathic concern, goes beyond understanding and feeling to include a desire to help. It motivates us to take action to alleviate another's suffering. Compassionate empathy transforms forgiveness from a passive act into an active pursuit. It drives us to reach out, mend relationships, and foster healing. The roots of empathy can be traced back to ancient philosophies and religious teachings. For instance, the concept of karuna in Buddhism, which means compassion, emphasizes the importance of understanding and alleviating the suffering of others. Similarly, the Christian teaching of agape love calls for selfless, unconditional love and empathy for others. Psychologically, empathy has been studied extensively. Researchers have found that empathy activates specific areas of the brain associated with emotional regulation and social cognition. Studies have shown that individuals with high levels of empathy tend to have better mental health, stronger relationships, and a greater sense of well-being. Empathy is also a key component of emotional intelligence, EQ, which refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions and the emotions of others. High EQ is associated with better interpersonal relationships, effective communication, and successful conflict resolution. One famous study on empathy is the Heinz dilemma, proposed by psychologist Lawrence Kohlberg. In this moral dilemma, a man named Heinz must decide whether to steal a drug he cannot afford to save his dying wife. Responses to this dilemma reveal different levels of moral development and empathy. Those who prioritize the well-being of Heinz's wife demonstrate a higher level of empathic concern. Empathy is not just an abstract concept, it has practical applications in our daily lives. For example, consider a scenario where a colleague is visibly upset after a meeting. Cognitive empathy allows us to understand that the colleague may be feeling frustrated or undervalued. Emotional empathy enables us to share in their distress, while compassionate empathy drives us to offer support and encouragement. In relationships, empathy is the glue that holds people together. It fosters trust, intimacy, and mutual respect. By understanding and validating each other's emotions, partners can navigate conflicts and strengthen their bond. Empathy is also crucial in parenting, where it helps parents connect with their children and respond to their needs effectively. Empathy is not only beneficial for personal relationships but also for professional settings. Empathetic leaders are more effective in managing teams, resolving conflicts, and inspiring loyalty. In customer service, empathy allows employees to understand and address the concerns of customers, leading to higher satisfaction and loyalty. Despite its many benefits, empathy can be challenging to practice consistently. Emotional exhaustion, biases, and personal struggles can hinder our ability to empathize with others. However, with intentional practice and self-awareness, we can cultivate and strengthen our empathy. In the following sections, we will explore practical strategies for developing empathy and examine its role in different contexts. We will also delve into the connection between empathy and forgiveness, understanding how these virtues complement each other in the journey toward inner peace. Empathy's connection to forgiveness. Forgiveness is a journey, not a destination. It unfolds gradually, often requiring us to navigate through a maze of emotions and memories. Empathy acts as a guide, illuminating the path to forgiveness and making the journey less daunting. Empathy builds bridges between conflicting parties. By understanding the emotions and motivations of the person who hurt us, we can begin to see them as flawed humans rather than villains. This perspective shift is crucial. It humanizes the other person and makes forgiveness a more attainable goal. When we empathize with others, we open ourselves up to vulnerability. This vulnerability can lead to deeper connections or cause further pain. However, through empathetic engagement, we can heal our emotional wounds. By acknowledging and understanding our own pain and that of others, we can find the strength to forgive and move forward. Empathy enhances communication by fostering an environment of openness and understanding. When both parties feel heard and understood, it becomes easier to address and resolve conflicts. Effective communication is a cornerstone of forgiveness. It allows us to express our feelings, clarify misunderstandings, and rebuild trust. Consider the story of Chris and Terry. Chris was deeply hurt when Terry, his business partner and close friend, made a series of decisions that led to significant financial losses for their company. Chris felt betrayed and angry, struggling to move past the incident. However, through therapy and introspection, Chris began to empathize with Terry's perspective. He realized that Terry was under immense pressure and made mistakes out of fear and desperation, not malice. This understanding allowed Chris to forgive Terry, and they eventually rebuilt their partnership on a stronger foundation of trust and empathy. Empathy also plays a crucial role in conflict resolution. In the realm of international relations, empathy can bridge divides and foster peace. The reconciliation efforts in post-apartheid South Africa, led by Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu, emphasized the importance of empathy and forgiveness. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, TRC, allowed victims and perpetrators to share their stories, fostering mutual understanding and healing. Philosopher Hannah Arendt, in her reflections on forgiveness, noted that forgiving does not mean forgetting or condoning the wrong. Instead, it is about releasing the hold that past grievances have on our lives. Empathy enables this release by allowing us to understand the complexities of human behavior and the factors that drive people to act in harmful ways. In personal relationships, empathy can transform the dynamics between individuals. When partners, friends, or family members hurt each other, it is often due to misunderstandings, unmet needs, or unresolved traumas. By empathizing with each other's experiences and emotions, they can address the root causes of their conflicts and find a path to forgiveness. For example, a married couple, Sarah and David, faced a significant rift after David's affair. Sarah was devastated and struggled to trust David again. Through couples therapy, they both worked on developing empathy. David understood the depth of Sarah's pain and regret. Sarah, in turn, began to understand David's feelings of inadequacy and loneliness that led to his infidelity. This mutual empathy allowed them to communicate openly, rebuild trust, and ultimately forgive each other. In the workplace, empathy can resolve conflicts and improve team dynamics. Consider a scenario where two colleagues, Jane and Mark, have a heated disagreement over a project. By encouraging them to share their perspectives and feelings, a manager can facilitate empathetic understanding between them. Jane might realize that Mark's harsh feedback stemmed from his own stress and pressure to meet deadlines, while Mark might understand that Jane's defensive reaction was due to her fear of failure. This mutual empathy can pave the way for constructive dialogue, conflict resolution, and collaboration. Empathy also has a profound impact on mental health. Studies have shown that individuals who practice empathy and forgiveness experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. By letting go of resentment and embracing compassion, they create a positive emotional environment that promotes healing and well-being. In summary, empathy is the key to unlocking the door to forgiveness. It allows us to see the humanity in others, understand their pain, and extend compassion. By fostering empathy, we can navigate the complexities of forgiveness with grace and resilience. In the following sections, we will explore practical strategies for developing empathy and examine its role in different contexts. Developing empathy. Empathy, like any skill, can be developed and strengthened. By cultivating empathy, we equip ourselves with the tools needed to navigate the complex landscape of human relationships and forgiveness. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, help us become more attuned to our own emotions. This self-awareness is the first step in understanding others. By being present in the moment and acknowledging our feelings without judgment, we create a foundation for empathetic engagement. Mindfulness meditation involves sitting quietly and focusing on our breath. As thoughts and feelings arise, we observe them without getting attached. This practice helps us become more aware of our inner emotional landscape, making it easier to recognize and understand the emotions of others. Regular mindfulness practice has been shown to increase empathy and compassion. Guided meditation specifically focused on compassion and empathy can further enhance our ability to connect with others. These meditations often involve visualizing someone we care about and sending them positive thoughts and wishes. We can also extend these feelings to ourselves and to people we have conflicts with, fostering a sense of universal compassion. Active listening involves fully focusing on the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. It requires us to set aside our own biases and judgments. By practicing active listening, we show others that we value their experiences and emotions. This validation fosters a deeper connection and facilitates empathy. To practice active listening, start by maintaining eye contact with the speaker and giving them your full attention. Avoid interrupting or thinking about your response while they are talking. Instead, focus on understanding their message. Reflect back what you have heard to confirm your understanding, and ask open-ended questions to encourage further sharing. Perspective taking is the deliberate act of considering a situation from another person's viewpoint. It requires us to step outside our own experiences and imagine what it would be like to be in their shoes. This practice broadens our understanding of others' emotions and challenges, making it easier to empathize and forgive. One way to practice perspective taking is through role-playing exercises. For example, if you are in conflict with someone, try to write a letter from their perspective, explaining their feelings and motivations. This exercise can help you gain a deeper understanding of their viewpoint and foster empathy. Expressing empathy involves verbal and non-verbal communication. It can be as simple as offering a kind word, a supportive gesture, or a comforting presence. By expressing empathy, we create a supportive environment that encourages healing and forgiveness. In our daily interactions, we can express empathy by acknowledging others' feelings and offering support. For instance, if a friend is going through a difficult time, let them know that you understand their pain and are there for them. Small gestures, such as a hug, a smile, or a handwritten note, can also convey empathy and compassion. Empathy can also be cultivated through storytelling and literature. Reading novels, watching movies, and listening to personal stories expose us to diverse perspectives and experiences. These narratives help us understand the emotions and struggles of others, fostering empathy and compassion. Educational programs and workshops on empathy can provide valuable insights and practical skills. Many organizations offer training sessions that focus on building empathy and emotional intelligence. Participating in these programs can enhance our ability to connect with others and navigate conflicts effectively. In addition to individual practices, empathy can be fostered within communities and organizations. Creating a culture of empathy involves promoting values such as kindness, respect, and understanding. Leaders and influencers play a crucial role in modeling empathetic behavior and encouraging others to do the same. Schools and educational institutions can integrate empathy training into their curricula. Teaching children about empathy from a young age can have a lasting impact on their social and emotional development. Activities such as group discussions, role-playing, and community service can help students develop empathy and compassion. Workplaces can also benefit from fostering a culture of empathy. Empathetic leaders create an environment where employees feel valued, understood, and supported. This leads to higher job satisfaction, better teamwork, and improved productivity. Training programs on empathy and emotional intelligence can equip employees with the skills needed to navigate interpersonal relationships and conflicts. In healthcare, empathy is essential for providing compassionate and effective care. Healthcare providers who practice empathy can better understand and address the needs of their patients. Empathy training for healthcare professionals can improve patient outcomes and satisfaction. Empathy is also crucial in social activism and community building. Activists who prioritize empathy can create stronger connections with the communities they serve. By understanding the experiences and needs of marginalized groups, activists can advocate for more effective and inclusive solutions. In summary, developing empathy is a multifaceted process that involves self-awareness, active listening, perspective-taking, and compassionate communication. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we can cultivate empathy and foster deeper, more meaningful connections with others. In the following sections, we will explore the role of empathy in different contexts and examine its connection to forgiveness. Empathy in different contexts. Empathy is not confined to personal relationships. It plays a vital role in various contexts, from conflict resolution to peacebuilding. By examining empathy in these different arenas, we can gain a deeper understanding of its transformative power. Empathy in family relationships. Family relationships are often the first place where we learn about empathy. From a young age, we observe and mimic the empathetic behaviors of our parents and caregivers. Empathy in family dynamics fosters trust, understanding, and emotional support. Consider the story of Maria, a single mother raising 2 children. Maria's teenage daughter, Anna, often felt misunderstood and distant from her mother. Maria decided to attend a parenting workshop that focused on empathy and active listening. She learned to listen to Anna without judgment and to validate her feelings. As Maria practiced empathetic communication, Anna began to open up about her struggles and insecurities. This newfound understanding strengthened their bond and improved their relationship. In sibling relationships, empathy helps navigate conflicts and fosters cooperation. Siblings who practice empathy are more likely to support each other and resolve disagreements peacefully. Encouraging children to express their emotions and understand each other's perspectives can lay the foundation for empathetic relationships throughout their lives. Empathy in friendships and romantic relationships. Empathy is the cornerstone of healthy friendships and romantic relationships. It fosters intimacy, trust, and mutual respect. In friendships, empathy allows us to be there for our friends in times of need and to celebrate their joys and successes. For example, when Sarah's best friend, Emily, lost her job, Sarah showed empathy by listening to Emily's frustrations and fears. She offered emotional support and practical help, such as reviewing Emily's resume and helping her prepare for interviews. This empathetic response strengthened their friendship and helped Emily navigate a difficult period. In romantic relationships, empathy is essential for maintaining a strong emotional connection. Partners who practice empathy can better understand each other's needs and respond with compassion. This mutual understanding helps navigate conflicts and deepens the bond between partners. Consider the story of John and Lisa, who faced a rough patch in their marriage due to John's demanding job. Lisa felt neglected and unappreciated, while John felt overwhelmed by work pressure. Through couples therapy, they learned to practice empathy by listening to each other's feelings and needs. John realized the importance of spending quality time with Lisa, and Lisa understood the stress John was under. This empathy allowed them to support each other better and rebuild their relationship. Empathy in the workplace and leadership. Empathy is a critical skill in the workplace, especially for leaders and managers. Empathetic leadership creates a positive organizational culture where employees feel valued, understood, and motivated. Consider the case of a tech company where a team was struggling with low morale and high turnover. The new manager, Alex, decided to implement empathetic leadership practices. He held regular one-on-one meetings with team members to understand their concerns and aspirations. Alex also encouraged open communication and provided support for professional development. As a result, the team's morale improved, and turnover rates decreased significantly. Empathy in the workplace also enhances teamwork and collaboration. When colleagues understand and respect each other's perspectives, they can work together more effectively. Empathy helps resolve conflicts, fosters innovation, and improves overall job satisfaction. For example, in a marketing firm, two team members, Rachel and Tom, had a disagreement over a project strategy. Their manager facilitated a discussion where they could share their perspectives and feelings. Rachel expressed her concerns about the project's timeline, while Tom explained his creative vision. By empathizing with each other's viewpoints, they found a compromise that satisfied both parties and led to a successful project outcome. Empathy in community and social activism. Empathy is a powerful tool for community building and social activism. Activists who prioritize empathy can create stronger connections with the communities they serve. By understanding the experiences and needs of marginalized groups, activists can advocate for more effective and inclusive solutions. Consider the story of Malala Yousafzai, the Pakistani activist for female education. Malala's empathy for the struggles of girls in her community inspired her to advocate for their right to education. Her empathetic approach resonated with people worldwide and brought attention to the importance of education for all. Empathy also plays a crucial role in conflict resolution within communities. Community leaders who practice empathy can address conflicts and promote understanding among diverse groups. By fostering empathy, communities can build a sense of unity and cooperation. For example, in a diverse neighborhood facing tensions between different cultural groups, a community leader organized a series of empathy-building workshops. These workshops involved sharing personal stories, cultural exchanges, and collaborative activities. Participants gained a deeper understanding of each other's experiences and built stronger relationships, reducing tensions and fostering a sense of community. Empathy in global and intercultural contexts. Empathy is essential for navigating global and intercultural relationships. In an increasingly interconnected world, understanding and respecting cultural differences is crucial for effective communication and collaboration. Consider the story of a multinational corporation expanding into a new market in Japan. The company's leadership team attended cultural sensitivity training to understand Japanese business practices and social norms. By practicing empathy, they built strong relationships with local partners and employees, leading to a successful market entry. Empathy also plays a vital role in international diplomacy and peacebuilding. Diplomatic efforts that prioritize empathy can bridge divides and foster mutual understanding between nations. Empathy helps address the root causes of conflicts and promotes sustainable peace. For example, the Good Friday Agreement in Northern Ireland was achieved through empathetic dialogue between conflicting parties. Leaders from different factions listened to each other's grievances and aspirations, fostering mutual understanding and paving the way for a historic peace agreement. In summary, empathy plays a transformative role in various contexts, from personal relationships to global diplomacy. By understanding and valuing others' experiences and emotions, we can build stronger connections and create a more compassionate and inclusive world. In the following sections, we will explore practical strategies for developing empathy and examine its connection to forgiveness. Compassionate practices. Empathy and forgiveness are not just theoretical concepts. They are practices that can be integrated into our daily lives. By adopting compassionate practices, we can cultivate empathy and foster a forgiving mindset. Mindful meditation. Mindful meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating empathy. It helps us become more aware of our own emotions and more attuned to the emotions of others. Guided meditations focused on compassion and empathy can enhance our ability to connect with others and foster forgiveness. To practice mindful meditation, find a quiet and comfortable space to sit. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing yourself to relax. Focus on your breath as it flows in and out, letting go of any distracting thoughts. If your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to your breath. As you continue to meditate, bring to mind someone you care about and silently repeat phrases of well-wishing, such as, "May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace." Extend these feelings to yourself, and then to others, including those with whom you have conflicts. This practice fosters a sense of universal compassion and empathy. Loving kindness meditation. Loving kindness meditation involves directing positive thoughts and feelings toward ourselves and others. It fosters a sense of connection and compassion, making it easier to forgive. This practice can be particularly helpful in overcoming anger and resentment, paving the way for genuine forgiveness. To practice loving kindness meditation, sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths and bring to mind someone you love. Silently repeat phrases of loving kindness, such as, "May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you live with ease." After a few minutes, extend these feelings to yourself, then to others, including those you have conflicts with. By regularly practicing loving kindness meditation, we can cultivate a more forgiving and empathetic outlook. This practice helps us let go of negative emotions and fosters a sense of compassion and connection. Gratitude journal. Keeping a gratitude journal helps us focus on the positive aspects of our lives and appreciate the kindness of others. This practice fosters a mindset of abundance and generosity. By regularly reflecting on the things we are grateful for, we can cultivate a more forgiving and empathetic outlook. To start a gratitude journal, set aside a few minutes each day to write down 3 things you are grateful for. These can be big or small, from a kind gesture from a friend to the beauty of nature. Reflect on why you are grateful for these things and how they make you feel. Over time, this practice can shift your focus to the positive aspects of your life and enhance your empathy for others. Compassionate communication. Compassionate communication involves expressing our thoughts and feelings in a way that is respectful and empathetic. It requires us to listen actively, speak honestly, and respond with kindness. This approach to communication fosters understanding and connection, making it easier to resolve conflicts and forgive. To practice compassionate communication, start by listening actively to the other person. Focus on their words, tone, and body language, and avoid interrupting. Reflect back what you have heard to confirm your understanding, and ask open-ended questions to encourage further sharing. When expressing your own thoughts and feelings, use "I" statements to take ownership of your emotions and avoid blaming the other person. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try saying, "I feel unheard when I don't have a chance to share my thoughts." This approach fosters empathy and understanding, making it easier to navigate conflicts and build stronger relationships. Perspective-taking exercises. Perspective-taking involves deliberately considering a situation from another person's viewpoint. This practice helps us step outside our own experiences and imagine what it would be like to be in their shoes. By doing so, we can enhance our understanding of others' emotions and challenges, making it easier to empathize and forgive. One way to practice perspective-taking is through role-playing exercises. For example, if you are in conflict with someone, try to write a letter from their perspective, explaining their feelings and motivations. This exercise can help you gain a deeper understanding of their viewpoint and foster empathy. Another exercise is to imagine a day in the life of someone you have a conflict with. Think about their daily routines, challenges, and emotions. This practice can help you see their perspective more clearly and develop a sense of compassion for their experiences. Active listening. Active listening involves fully focusing on the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. This practice requires us to set aside our own biases and judgments and show others that we value their experiences and emotions. Active listening fosters a deeper connection and facilitates empathy, making it easier to forgive. To practice active listening, start by maintaining eye contact with the speaker and giving them your full attention. Avoid interrupting or thinking about your response while they are talking. Instead, focus on understanding their message. Reflect back what you have heard to confirm your understanding, and ask open-ended questions to encourage further sharing. For example, if a friend is sharing a difficult experience, you might say, "It sounds like you are feeling really overwhelmed. Can you tell me more about what happened?" This approach shows that you are genuinely interested in their perspective and helps build a stronger connection. Self-compassion. Self-compassion is an essential practice for cultivating empathy and forgiveness. It involves recognizing our own struggles, acknowledging our mistakes, and treating ourselves with kindness. This self-compassion creates a solid foundation for extending empathy to others. To practice self-compassion, start by acknowledging your own feelings and experiences without judgment. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. Practice self-care activities that nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. For example, if you are feeling overwhelmed, take a break and do something that brings you joy, such as reading a book, taking a walk, or spending time with loved ones. By being kind and understanding toward ourselves, we can better navigate the complexities of forgiveness and foster a forgiving mindset. Empathy and forgiveness in different contexts. Empathy and forgiveness are not confined to personal relationships. They play a vital role in various contexts, from conflict resolution to peacebuilding. By examining empathy and forgiveness in these different arenas, we can gain a deeper understanding of their transformative power. Empathy in educational settings. Empathy and forgiveness are essential in educational settings, where students and educators interact daily. Teachers who prioritize empathy create a supportive and inclusive learning environment. This environment fosters a sense of belonging and encourages students to express themselves freely. For example, a teacher who notices a student struggling with a personal issue might take the time to listen and offer support. By showing empathy, the teacher helps the student feel understood and valued, which can improve their overall well-being and academic performance. Empathy in education also helps students develop important social and emotional skills. Activities such as group discussions, role-playing, and community service can help students practice empathy and compassion. These skills are essential for their overall well-being and success. Empathy in healthcare. Empathy and forgiveness are essential for fostering a compassionate and supportive environment in healthcare. Healthcare providers who prioritize empathy create a sense of trust and understanding with their patients. This trust is crucial for effective communication and treatment. For example, a doctor who listens empathetically to a patient's concerns can better understand their needs and provide personalized care. Empathy helps healthcare providers connect with patients on a deeper level, improving patient outcomes and satisfaction. Empathy also plays a crucial role in addressing and resolving conflicts within healthcare settings. By fostering empathy, healthcare providers can navigate difficult conversations with compassion and understanding, paving the way for forgiveness and healing. Empathy in the criminal justice system. Empathy and forgiveness are essential in the criminal justice system, where restorative justice initiatives prioritize reconciliation and healing. These initiatives involve bringing together victims and offenders to address the harm caused and find a path toward resolution. For example, in a restorative justice program, a victim of theft might meet with the offender to share their experiences and feelings. The offender, in turn, has the opportunity to apologize and make amends. This empathetic dialogue fosters mutual understanding and paves the way for healing and forgiveness. Empathy allows victims to see the humanity in offenders and recognize their struggles and motivations. This recognition fosters a sense of compassion and creates a foundation for forgiveness. Restorative justice initiatives that prioritize empathy and forgiveness promote reconciliation and healing, benefiting both victims and offenders. Empathy in social justice and activism. Empathy and forgiveness play a crucial role in social justice and activism. Activists who prioritize empathy create a sense of understanding and connection with the communities they serve. This understanding is crucial for addressing the root causes of injustice and fostering lasting change. For example, an activist working for racial equality might engage in empathetic dialogue with individuals from different backgrounds. By listening to their experiences and concerns, the activist gains a deeper understanding of the issues and can advocate for more effective and inclusive solutions. Empathy also plays a crucial role in addressing and resolving conflicts within social justice movements. By fostering empathy, activists can navigate difficult conversations with compassion and understanding, paving the way for forgiveness and reconciliation. Conclusion. The path to forgiveness. The journey of forgiveness is a profound and transformative process, deeply rooted in empathy. By cultivating empathy, we open our hearts to understanding, compassion, and healing. We build bridges between ourselves and others, heal emotional wounds, and enhance our communication skills. In doing so, we create a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Empathy is the key that unlocks the door to forgiveness. It allows us to see the humanity in others, to understand their pain, and to extend compassion. It transforms forgiveness from a difficult task into a natural and healing process. As we continue on this journey, let us embrace empathy as our guide, knowing that through empathy, we can find the strength to forgive and the peace that comes with letting go. In a world that often feels divided and disconnected, empathy is a powerful force for unity and healing. It allows us to bridge divides, heal wounds, and foster a sense of shared humanity. By embracing empathy, we can create a more compassionate and forgiving world.